Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Tuesday, the 10th of August 2021, where in just a few minutes I tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Sean Aylmer. The S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.3% today to 7,563 points, having earlier hit an intraday record. Tech stocks did well, as did communications companies. Industrials weighed on the bourse, particularly Transurban, which fell 2.8% following yesterday's results. Energy companies were also lower. Afterpay was higher. The Buy Now Pay Later group rose 3.3%, while Commonwealth Bank was up 1.5%. Aristocrat Leisures had a good run recently. It was up another 2% today. Rio Tinto and Fortescue Metals were among the worst performers of the large caps, though. Online betting group PointsBet, which has come off its highs of earlier in the year and has fallen hard in recent weeks, jumped nearly 10% today, regathering some ground. And higher coal prices are helping Australia's biggest producer, Whitehaven Coal. Its share price jumped another 6% today. But the falling gold price certainly whacked the gold miners. Ramelius Resources was down nearly 6%, St Barbara was off 5%, and Westgold and Silver Lake were both off 4%. They were the four worst performing stocks of the top 200 today. In corporate news, James Hardie has benefited from a surge in demand for building materials in North America, Europe and Australia, and today announced a big jump in its net profit. Its share price hit a new record, up more than 3%. The boss of annuity and fund management group Challenger Limited, Richard Howes, has unexpectedly resigned after 3 years in the job and 20 years at the company. The group made a $592 million profit last financial year, which benefited heavily from the turnaround in investment markets. Underlying profit was down 19%, though the group upped its dividend. Its share price rose almost 2% today. In economic news, business sentiment tumbled into negative territory last month as lockdowns weighed on confidence. The NAB monthly survey showed that the strength in the first half of the calendar year dissipated in July as restrictions in Victoria, then Greater Sydney, hit sentiment. Meanwhile, the weekly consumer confidence survey from ANZ and Roy Morgan fell into pessimistic territory for the first time since November last year. Sentiment in Brisbane and Melbourne were both lower, but perhaps surprisingly, it was up in Sydney. The Aussie dollar is buying 73.4 US cents and quickly away from financial markets. The COVID news remains grim. New South Wales recorded 356 new COVID cases today and 3 deaths. There are few signs that the lockdown in Greater Sydney will end anytime soon. Recapping Wall Street, the S&P 500 closed down at 0.1% this morning. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished 0.3% lower, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq closed up 0.2%. That's it for the afternoon market report for Tuesday, the 10th of August 2021. Join me tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.